Warning, Prospect Watch is not your average hockey podcast, and that's okay with us. Our goal is to introduce you to stars in the making from all over the world. They may not be household names yet, but we assure you they will be soon enough. Welcome to Prospect Watch.
Hello and welcome to Prospect Watch, a podcast that focuses solely on the discovery and promotion of some of the best young talent in the game today from all reaches of the world. I'm your host, Lance Green, and of course, joining me is my co-host, Steel. Steel, how are you?
I am doing awesome, man. How are you doing, Lance?
Well, I am doing pretty good considering this week we have a very special guest that was kind enough to take away some time for us from scorching the nets of the Alberta Junior Hockey League.
And we mean scorching the net.
Right. Mr. Aiden Fink himself from the Brooks Bandits. Aiden, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Man, great. Thank you so much for taking some time out from your busy season here to join us.
Yeah.
So for those of you guys that somehow don't know who Aiden is, I'm going to give you a little bit of rundown here, all right?
Please do, Lance. Please do.
Yeah. All right. So Aiden is an 18-year-old, all right? He's 5'9", 5'10", Canadian winger who is just as comfortable scoring goals as he's setting up his teammates with a nice assist. But as nice an attribute as size is to have, a player with a surplus of skill is always that much harder to find. And Fink has proven this season that he has plenty of skill, with him currently leading the AJHL this season in goals with 42 with one game remaining. All right. He's got 97 points on the season, and which is a league leading as well as points per game, which he's leading the league in, where he's averaging an incredible 1.8 points per game. All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, right?
Can we have you on our team?
Right.
Make
that happen, right? So, folks, let's do some easy math, all right, here. As far as progression goes, that's 22 more goals than he scored last year, all right? That's 22 more assists than he scored last year. That means that's a combined total of 44 more points over what he was able to achieve last year.
Exactly.
All right. Not too shabby, right, Still? I mean,
not too shabby at all. And right. I'll tell you what, man, it's been impressive. It's been quite impressive because when you first see a name and you say, oh, wow, Aiden Fink, okay, and you start watching some of the highlights and you start watching it, and then you see the stuff go for the next year, and then you watch those highlights for the next year and you go, oh, wow, got a little bigger, got a little strong. Oh, he's a little fit. Oh, look at that. Oh, right.
A little faster, yeah.
A little faster, a little skill. Oh, right. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, who could not take their eyes off these games, man? They're just absolutely lighting the league up, and this kind of point production is exactly what the University of Wisconsin Badgers are hoping Fink can bring to Madison with him in the fall, as he is set to become the latest Bandit to take his talents to the NCAA.
Oh man! Congratulations, by the way, on going to Wisconsin. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You got it, buddy. That is a great program, right? You are going to be playing against some of the top of the line players in the Big Ten, okay? Penn State is a big-time club. Ohio State, big-time club. Wisconsin, or as we affectionately call it, Wisconsin, right, is a big-time program in the Big Ten. So you're going to
don't forget about Notre Dame, all right?
Oh, wait, you're not in the Big Ten, right?
Yeah.
But you'll be playing them, though.
Right. We can kick off some questions here, all right? I think I'll start off.
Yeah, why don't you start off,
All right. So, Aiden, can you tell us what you might have learned last year from some team veterans like the great Ryan McAllister, TJ Hughes, and Zach Bookman? How they help you to elevate your game to where it is today.
Yeah, I definitely learned off of those three. TJ Hughes, I learned how to score goals. That guy, I think he had 66 goals last year, and he's just always ready for the puck around the net. He's always got like his stick on the ground. So that's what I kind of learned from him. And Bookman and Callie, it's kind of deception. They had a lot of deception, like looking one way and then passing the other, not looking at your player that you're gonna pass to. Those are kind of the things I learned from them.
Good
Wow.
stuff.
That's awesome. So you're learning to not telegraph where you're going.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like giving them that little head fake or some. Yeah, I like it. See, that's that kind of shiftiness that you need to get that kind of production that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And so from your shot to your elite passing ability to silky smooth skating, I can't choose. So I'll make you. What do you feel is your strongest attribute?
I think my strongest attribute is my hard work. My relentless on the puck. I am always on the defender, trying to get trying to get the puck back for second chances. So
there you go.
Definitely say my hard work.
Okay, that wasn't one of the choices, but
Sorry. Or hockey IQ. I think I have a high hockey.
Yeah, no, that's
awesome.
exactly right. No, that's a great answer. Thanks, Aiden.
Yeah, and I mean those things are all that help you progress to the next level. Those guys that are relentless, that don't give up on a play, are exactly what coaches are looking for, right? Like if you did turn over the puck or did lose it, whatever, you're doubling back to get that puck back and get it out of your own zone. So coach is gonna love that at the next level for sure. All right. Can you name one NHL player that, either played in the past or is playing currently in the NHL that maybe you modeled your game after for some of the fans to get a better understanding of, what type of player you are?
Yeah. So I think I'm a little bit of a Matt Barzal. He's got a high hockey IQ. He's got his passing skills is unbelievable. He can put the puck in the net, but he can also set up his teammates for goals. So I'm gonna go Matt Barzal, and his skating is just like amazing to watch. I love watching his skating and how fast he is, how shifty and that stuff. So definitely Matt Barzal.
That's a pretty good company up there. What do you think?
I mean, that's pretty good, man, because I think a great part of your game is your skating and your ability to just not slow down when you have the puck on your stick. I think that sets that next level of player. Some guys are kind of slower and kind of so focused on what they're going to do next to get around that guy. It's like a smooth transition for you. You just easily carry on right around them like they're standing still. So definitely Matt Barzal would be a pretty good comparison there, and definitely got some skates on him too.
I like that. I like that. It's a good comparison. All of the film that I've watched of you, Aiden, you do have a motor. You do have that no quit attitude. You know what I mean? And so that, I think, in and of itself is worth more than most people will realize.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because exactly, right? Yeah. So keep on keeping on with that, right? So now we talked about some of your good stuff. And gosh, we could probably take an hour and just do that, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's see if you can focus in on yourself and what is that one part of your game that you still need to improve upon?
Yeah, I definitely think my strength. I think I'm a smaller guy. I think my strength is a big part of a piece that I need to pick up, and definitely my shot accuracy. I've been really, really working on that this year. Definitely my shot accuracy and strength.
Okay, what are some of the drills that you're doing to help improve your shot accuracy?
Just kind of like we have a coach in the middle of the ice and just kind of like toe drag release, that kind of stuff, and just always focusing, like not even just a part of the net, kind of like like a little triangle in the net, like kind of like hitting that spot, not even like, so that's kind of what I've been working on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think his shot accuracy is pretty darn good, and there's some holes in the back of those nets to prove it. But all right.
Yeah.
You can always work on yourself. Always get better. For sure. All right. Well, I don't know if you really pay attention to it, but lately your stock has been on the rise as far as looking at some NHL mock drafts and stuff like that. Earlier in the year, you kind of snuck on there with a, projected to be like a 6th or 7th round guy. Now I've seen some recent stuff where you're jumping up to the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, me too.
Does it really matter to you what round you're selected in or where you go, or you just, flat out want to play and prove yourself?
Yeah, it does not matter what round or where I go. I just want to flat out play. I'm honestly not looking at the draft right now. I'm looking at a national championship with Brooks Bandits. So
there you go.
But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. But definitely wanted a national championship before that. So
yeah, awesome. Get that Pipeline Cup. The Interstate Pipeline Cup, and then go on and take on the rest of the. Take on the rest of Canada, yeah?
Exactly. Winning last year was the best feeling of my life. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. So there you go. Describe that a little bit. Describe that experience that you had, that best experience you had of your life of winning that Pipeline Cup. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was emotional. Winning with that group of guys, we put in a lot of work throughout the season. So, seeing what the season turned out to be, it was awesome. Just a lot of emotions, though.
Like good emotions, though, right?
Yeah, good emotions.
All right, okay.
Great emotions.
Right now, how do you think that build off of that now? So you've had that experience from last year. How do you think that's going to propel you for this year?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely motivated me more. I think, I want to win that again. I want to have that feeling again. I want to have that emotion. And I want to win with this group also. This group has put in a lot of work this year. A lot of video sessions, a lot of workouts, a lot of practices. So, winning with this group will be very special to me.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those feelings, once you win, you want to do it again and again and again, yeah?
You just can't even describe the feeling. It's
exactly.
It's amazing.
Addicting.
Yeah, I would have to say, I would agree with you on that. It is a little bit of addicting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you win that special cup, trophy, championship, whatever, you want to do it again.
Yes, definitely a lot. I think you want to do a lot more the second time, so.
Yeah. So, a person that's pretty used to winning at this point is your head coach. Pap is no stranger to this at all, and I don't know how he keeps finding you guys year after year. He keeps pulling some amazing talent to come to Brooks. And can you speak a little bit on your last 2 seasons, getting to play under this guy, and how he's been getting you ready for the next level, taking your talents to the NCAA?
Yeah, Pap is unbelievable. He's one of the smartest coaches I've ever been coached by. He's like, we got a lot of systems in it, but it's also like you're allowed to do whatever you want kind of thing. But he's just such a smart guy. He always tries to teach you as much as he can, and he always tries to get you ready for the next level. So
that's good to have a coach like that who's always, forward thinking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, unbelievable. It's
that
awesome.
That way he prepares you and the other players for the next level, which is, that's basically what this is all about, is getting you guys to that next level, whether it be the NHL or the AHL or, college or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So who would you say has been maybe one of the most influential persons to you in your life to date? Can you speak on that a little bit? Maybe you can, is it a teammate or somebody? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I've been trying to think of this one. I think it's definitely my father, though.
There you go.
He's always been there. He's always been there to support me. And just seeing, he used to play football.
Okay.
So I kind of grew up like learning football as well. But, he coached me throughout my life. It's just kind of what I want to look like. I looked up to kind of thing.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You tell your dad that I played football too. So
yeah,
we're all good. I played center.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you played DB.
Yep, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, he was a pretty good football player. So
there you go. Good deal.
All right. Can you speak on your decision to commit to Wisconsin and how that come about? and are you excited to play for a guy like, Tony Granato?
Oh, I'm super excited. I cannot wait. I committed when I was pretty young. I think I was 15. But, I always watched Alex Turcotte, Dylan Holloway, Cole Caulfield play there. And it's always been my dream school kind of thing. Like growing up, I always watched videos on Wisconsin hockey, kind of watching them win a lot of games actually. But, I kind of looked up to Cole Caulfield and them. So it's kind of why I chose it. And they have unbelievable facilities there to get you better. So
you've taken a tour of the place, and okay, all right, there you go. Hey, man. All right.
I'm super, super excited. I cannot wait.
That's awesome. And with you heading off to college next year, have you put any thoughts into what you're gonna major in?
Yeah. So I want to do something like sports management. If I do not make the NHL, if my career doesn't go with hockey, I kind of want to do something in hockey. So like a general manager, a coach, or something like that. I kind of want to involve myself in hockey for the rest of my life. So it's kind of what I want to do.
There you go. That's a good way to look at it, right? Or, hey, you could get into this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
It'd be awesome.
Right?
I'd love to do this. It's be fun.
That's a good deal. All right. Yeah, so we talked a little bit on it before, how Wisconsin's playing in that Big Ten Conference. And, once you get there, you're going to be going up against some old teammates, Michigan with, TJ Hughes there, and Nathan Freese going to be following shortly after the next season to go to Penn State. And, I think they even played Lindenwood, which your goaltender's going to Barwick. So, can you speak on what that might be like to sit there and have to line up across from these guys that, you're used to lining up with and celebrating with after a goal?
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be really fun, especially next year playing against TJ Hughes. He was one of my good buddies last year, so it'll be really fun to play against him and see him again. So, yeah.
You looking forward to that first hit or that first, buddy?
Kind of give him a hit in first shift, so
yeah.
it'll be really fun, especially when Freeze comes up to Penn State. So
yeah, that's really going to be that's going to be amazing to watch. We've watched this group of young talent, with you included in this group now as well. That we've watched them progress, and man, I can't wait to see you guys play in the next level. You playing for Wisconsin, I think that's going to be amazing. That's going to be a lights out team. I think you going to Wisconsin puts Wisconsin more on the map, I think.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you here, right? Okay.
I also think there's a lot of good players coming in next year, so we'll be young, but we'll be really good.
All right. So now, I also used to be a professional chef.
A professional chef, okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, so, and I always have to ask the players this: I've done it on every single show, right? So, do you have like a favorite pregame meal? And if so, what is it?
Yeah, I think my favorite pregame meal that I love is chicken parm.
Okay.
Hey,
all right.
My
there you go.
Makes it for me, and I love it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that's two now that make chicken parm, right? So, all right.
Yeah. Definitely really good. So.
Okay. So, do you find that you eat that more on nights when you score the most and have the most assists and do the best?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was just checking to make sure there was that correlation there.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. No, it's definitely really good.
All right. So, with your stock climbing, each game that passes, you've had some time probably to get contacted by a couple NHL teams. We don't want to know who they are, have you divulge any of that. But could you maybe tell us, maybe the most bizarre question or a question that maybe caught you off guard that they asked you? Anything like weird out of the ordinary?
I don't think I've had that yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
some like to get into like psyche of you
Yeah,
to see where you are and stuff. Yeah.
I think I had one, but I just can't remember the question. It was pretty.
Okay.
It's pretty bizarre, but I don't.
Okay.
I can't remember the question. But,
Okay. There you go. Well, see,
Yeah.
that's not too bad. I mean, look, you understand why they're asking you these questions. They're trying to find out who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Character, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have a team that's going to draft you, and that's a big investment for a team to draft a player and to see them develop, make sure that they're, going to the college and making sure they're doing the things and everything like that. At least that's what teams should be doing anyway, so for sure, man. All right. So if you could step back, right, and look at all the kids coming up behind you, right, what kind of advice would you give them?
Yeah, I think just always work as hard as you can at practices and workouts, or always pay attention in video. I think that's a big one for me. I watched a lot of video, and that's kind of how I keep progressing as a player. So always paying attention, always asking questions to the coaches, and work as hard as you can in the workouts and practices. It'll pay off.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Lance? He just said, put the work in and it'll pay off.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's something you definitely learn as you get a little older into it too, man. When I was young, I used to hate practice, going up and really getting out there. I just wanted to play the games already. And, once I grew a little bit older, I learned that, if you put the work in and in practice and you took it as such, you would it, in a game-wise situation, you're only going to get better for sure. Exactly. So,
and it always pays off. So
yeah,
it'll pay off in the long run.
That's the best part about it. You know what I mean? Is that you can actually see that work paying off.
Oh yeah.
Down the road, you know what I mean? So I want to ask you one other last little question here. Talk about your line mates that you play with. You play with some really good, talented guys on your team, and I'm here to tell you, man, I've watched you in the power play, and I've watched you set these cats up, man. So talk to me about your line mates.
Oh, I've been playing with two really, really good players. With Hudson Malinowski. Yep. He's eligible this year, and Hunter Wallace. Hudson Malinowski is a big, tall, fast skater.
Yeah,
he's very smart. He can set you up as well as he can put the puck in the back of the net.
Exactly. Isn't he the captain too? Is he the captain?
No, that's Hunter.
No. Oh, Hunter's the captain.
Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's 19. He's a phenomenal player. It's awesome to play with. We have a lot of chemistry, and Hunter Wallace is a smaller guy. He hasn't played much games as he tore his MCL this year, but he's back in the lineup, and he's an unbelievable player. He's hardworking, hardworking. He's always on the forecheck. He's always getting pucks back for us, and he can score as well, and he can also set up. So I'm playing with two really, really good players this year, so it's good.
Yeah, well, I think that guy on the back end, Sam Court, is pretty darn good too.
Oh, he's really good. We got some
helped you guys out a little bit,
so
had to get that in there, didn't you, Lance?
Hey, I'm a goalie. I like my defensemen too. So.
Exactly.
I give them props.
He's phenomenal too.
Yeah. So
awesome. Well, listen, man, like we said, we didn't want to take up too much of your time. We really appreciate you doing this and answering these great questions and giving us some great answers. We're looking forward to seeing you potentially in the fourth round. So just remember the little guys, when you get drafted and make it to the big time, you just remember us and be like, hey, I remember them guys, right?
I will.
Because we'll have to have you come back, right?
100%. I'd love to be back.
That would be awesome, dude. We'd love to see maybe next year we'll circle back around, see how your college career is going. You know what I'm saying? We'd love to have you back on, man, for sure.
100%. I'd love to be back on.
Awesome. So awesome. Good deal. Yeah. All right. Well, this has been Prospect Watch. Lance, our host. How you doing, buddy? And what do you think? We got another good one in the books?
I think so, man. I think a lot of you guys, if you haven't really seen this kid, play, get to a game if you can, if you're up that way, or, you know, jump on the computer, watch some of this kid's highlight reels, because he certainly has some to show you. You know, he's just phenomenal young talent, and he's going to be a great, great young player in the NCAA next season. So be on the lookout for him for sure.
For sure, man. Aiden, thank you very much for being here, buddy.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. This was awesome.
All right.
Good deal. We're going to hold you to that, and we'll have you back here at some point.
Sounds good. I'd love to be back on.
All right, good deal. I'm your co-host, SteelFlyers, and this has been Prospect Watch, and we'll catch you all on the next episode.